Greetings, Keishlings. Keish Prime here with my live reaction of Dr. Stone, Chapter 230. Okay, this is going to be one of a few videos today. My normal 3 for Sunday, Monday, and then 2 weekly ones. So, yeah, I'm probably going to do them in batches because, 2 longer chapters opposed to 3 shorter chapters. So, yeah. But let's first zoom in a little bit. Okay, we see an old, gnarled tree. All life must inevitably face death. And there is an old tree dying and a new tree being born. Sprouting from the seed. Okay, and the Whyman, or Whymen, are no exception. For those petrification devices, oxygen is poisonous. Their mechanisms. I mean, really, it is, but their mechanical guts are eventually oxidized, or in simpler terms, they rust. Their lives now fade. Death is above all else. Repulsive, terrifying. The ultimate goal of all life is to survive. Petrification grants them an eternal escape from death's grip. Nothing could be more wonderful. Such was the expectation. And yet they reject the stone. Why? Why? Because they want to live. Title is human. Okay, we got Senku, Kohaku. And that's when they first encountered the Whyman on the boat. Am I still not zoomed in far enough? There we go. That looks better. The parasites offered the enticing allure of eternal life. For the Whymen, there was no concept of negotiation, but they could employ logic. Seems this particular population is not yet aware of the device's existence, of our existence. And then the island. 5 meters, 1 second. No. Yep, Treasure Island. They figured it out. The terrifying. Well, I mean, it is terrifying. The petrifying wave was voice activated via radio waves. Then the same method will be employed at the same frequency with the same voice. So that's how they captured Senku's voice then. When their planet is enveloped, they will know the glory of petrification. 12,800,000 meters, 1 second. Whyman's message is being spoken with Senku's voice. It's a synthetic voice. And then with the watch as well. Let's see. The entire Earth was once again encircled by the Petra beam, and the Whyman felt a great relief. Success, they thought. The planet's most intelligent life form had finally come to understand the glory of petrification. But then Suika came through, and for 7 long years she fought to revive her friends. Eternal life, Whyman's, Dr. Stone. It is a taboo, not meant for humanity. Our own forbidden fruit. Once more, humanity began exchanging radio waves while reviving the petrified population. Why? Why did they reject everlasting life? The logic is not apparent. Perhaps the truth is, do you want to die? A vacuum tube for the Medusa. So yeah, trying to stop any sounds from occurring. Where is this? The poison is gone. The oxygen has vanished. Mobility restored. Mobility? So yeah, I guess they do just hover around. So that's kind of funny that it's like, mobility restored. And then that's when it started chattering. Must unleash the petrification or petrifying wave to inform the intelligent life forms of our existence. Yeah, that didn't go so well. Poor you and Jen. Of course, that wasn't a misfire after all, but rather an intentional act, right, Whyman? Accurate, that is. And now back on the moon. Great, just one point to clear up. Only one? I'm still in the dark with all this stuff. Allow me to summarize. After petrifying the smartest beings, the Whyman thought we'd say, "Thank you kindly for eternal life. We'll take care of you. Now." Not quite. That was their goal all this time. I get it. You want us to use your science to replace your batteries and create more of you. Our science. Your science? Our science. But by stealing. I'm adding letters to words now. By sealing humanity in stone for thousands of years, you destroyed scientific civilization, which was key to the whole operation. Why shoot your own plan in the foot like that? It's because we are eternal, somewhat. That's why they like to stay in space. Let's see. Upon arrival on this satellite, it means the moon. A discovery of abandoned space travel equipment. Implication of intelligent life from that alone. Ah, that's how they found out we were intelligent. Stone is undone faster by high brain activity, yet thousands of years to awaken were required. Initial expectations of intelligence were not met. Anger and indignation won't help us. They're simply explaining the truth in their own way. Sure, maybe our science is lacking behind a little. Like, how are you guys defying gravity? How do you float around like that? I don't got a clue, but I'm ready to learn. Oh, Senku, you mad lad. I want your anti-grav tech. Give it to me now. I must know the secrets. Humanity's full-blown scientific civilization is still only a few thousand years old. Our lives might be fleeting, but we've got 7 billion people to pick up where the last folks left off. That's how we make progress at dizzying speeds. Okay, and we've got I think that's a close-up of the Medusa. On that note, Whyman, I want to negotiate. Just you and me, face to face. What? What is he saying? He doesn't want the rest of the world listening in on this conversation. Private talks mean that the radio waves must somehow be contained without any leaks? How? Look, he's probably going to take it into his suit. Oh my god, they're going to block it off by encasing him in a Medusa ball. And probably have like electromagnetic interference. Let's see here. They're encased. Whoa. Okay, I think I might have been right. Excuse me. The Whyman submit information solely through electromagnetic waves. The device surface absorb those waves. So any transmissions within a sealed sphere would be contained and unavailable to outside parties. Okay, there's that too. Oh, he's on a platform. Alright. In the giant sphere. Let's see here. If you guys are willing to lend us your bodies, then we got one real shot at this. It's gonna sound crazy, but hear me out. Lend you bodies? The whole universe had better get excited. I don't really have any clue what the hell Senku's planning. Other than, like, I guess, eternal, like, restoring people to then petrify them after a period of time and just keep that cycle going, but maybe not. Or maybe petrifying key individuals, because I mean, all of humanity doesn't have to be constantly petrified and everything, but like key individuals that could help, you know, learn, like, say Senku, for instance, in Zeno. They're like key scientists in this world at this point. They are the peak of scientific knowledge at the moment. But scientific knowledge will continue, as Senku said. It's like we've got 7 billion people to carry on, and that's how humanity has continued on over, the thousands of years that we've been on this planet. That accumulative knowledge passed down to the next person through generation upon generation until we reach the modern day. And that will be the trend for all of humanity's existence. Well, Senku and Zeno, for instance, could be petrified, be woken up in the next few hundred years, or few thousand years even, be in a whole new world of technological discovery, be like a living time capsule of, oh, this is what you've achieved in my sleep? Awesome. Let me tell you the true history of how you got to this point. And then he'll learn new stuff, and then, after maybe a few years or whatever, decides to be petrified again. And this is just how scientists could potentially just have like that yearning to always be learning. And that could be fun. Senku, the eternal scientist, basically. So I could see that, and it's just like, if something were to happen to a civilization in the future, say like scientific achievement doesn't necessarily like stop a certain event from occurring, and then humanity is basically kind of wiped out again along with their civilization, or just the civilization and everyone got petrified again, and then Senku is revived, he'll have this accumulative knowledge through numerous, centuries upon millennia to build off again, and then you can just kind of keep redoing the series in perpetuity? Is that the word I'm looking for? But you can just keep this in a cycle. We don't have to necessarily see it, but we can know that it's happening. That's what I think Senku is kind of getting at here. But I don't know. Let me know your own thoughts and opinions on this. Yeah. So, big negotiations be happening. Yeah. Anyway, let me know your own thoughts and opinions. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, including Undead Unluck, Mashal, Boruto, and Dragon Ball Super. Those two will be later on. So, yeah. But anyway, as always, excuse me. Links down below. I stream on Twitch where I do gaming. I'll tweet out when I go live. Part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, later days, and until next time, Senku gonna be the master negotiator of all eternity.